This morning, before I brushed my teeth, there was an algorithm that had made some few choices for me already, like listening to a song in my car, or even seeing the first video on YouTube, or even calling the first person I see. Hi, I'm Dhakshesh from grade 7C, and here's the thing, I didn't deny it, I just accepted it, because we live in a world where the algorithm thinks what's best for us, like our favorite shows, our shopping habits, and even our moods. But in sometimes we'll forget to know ourselves because there's a system that thinks what's best for us. But here's the thing, the algorithm doesn't know who we are. It only knows what we do. So if we stop being curious, unpredictable, and even being human, it wins. Let's face it, they have now become an invisible decision maker. They even tell us what to watch, like Netflix instead of Dr. Binox on YouTube, or even what to buy, a PlayStation 5 instead of a wonderful book, and who to trust, who not to, and what to believe. It all sounds convenient, right? Until we realize how carefully it changes our choices. So, have you ever gone on YouTube for one particular video and an hour later you're on something completely different? That's not an accident. That's designed by the algorithm. They don't care if we grow, learn, or change. They care if we stay, so they can keep us engaged. And here's the scary part. One day, if we stop making choices, they'll control us. And it isn't all bad news. We can still outsmart the algorithm. But I don't mean by going to the mountains, laying Wi-Fi free, and deleting our apps. I mean by thinking how the algorithm thinks. So now I want you to retrace your steps and think about last week, last month, or even last year. I want you to think about what the algorithm told you to do. Now answer yourself. Did any of the things which the algorithm told you to do matter? Short answer, no. Well, most of it. Most of the recommendations were just seeing Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and all. While some of them were things which do matter. It was when we call people if they're fine or texting them if they're fine. And as you retrace your days, you'll get to know that half of your brain has the algorithm built in and half of it has the good side, which things do matter. But I still didn't answer how can we outsmart the algorithm. So here's the thing. I do these 3 habits again and again and again, and I want you to follow them. 1. Being unpredictable. Instead of doing the same thing again and again, try something new, like listening to a new song that you never heard of, or seeing a documentary that you never planned to, or even reading a book out of your own interest. Doing this will confuse the algorithm, and that's a good thing. 2. Being intentional. Being intentional is when you ask yourself before you open something or do something. Like example, you open an app, but before you do it or after you do it, you ask yourself, why am I opening this or why am I using this? That's being intentional. 3. Being human. Being human is when the algorithm imitates about a human's activities or feelings. But we mostly spend our time on the screens instead of with other human beings. But what if we turn it around? What if we spend more time on human beings instead of on the screens? It will not just be ignoring the algorithm's choices. We'll instead avoid the algorithm itself. And as you keep on doing these 3 habits, you will outsmart the algorithm. But the algorithm keeps on getting smarter. But that doesn't mean we have to become smaller. The algorithm is supposed to serve us, not shape us. We should question it and use it wisely. And let the algorithm do its best, predict the obvious. But us humans, let's do what we do the best, surprise it. Don't just follow the algorithm, outsmart it. Thank you.